So today's topic we will discuss about the rate of reaction and the reactant concentration relation. As we know, we studied the law of mass action concept in the chemical equilibria. So law of mass action concept tell us that for this particular chemical reaction, AA plus BB gives CC plus DD, where A and B are the reactant, C and D are the product, and small a, small b, small c and small d are their stoichiometric coefficient in the reaction. Then by law of mass action, the rate of the reaction is the product of concentration of the reactant, and that concentration term raised to power equal to their stoichiometric coefficient. That means by the law of mass action, the rate of reaction is equal to K concentration of A raised to A concentration of B raised to B. As in this equation, K is proportionality constant, and that proportionality constant called as a rate constant. Okay, so we can say as that law of mass action, it is completely theoretical concept and it don't have any experiment proof. Okay, then that limitation is overcome by the concept rate law. Okay, so what is rate law? Rate law is experimentally derived rate equation in term of concentration of the reactant. So definitely it has experiment proof. Okay, so by the rate law, if we write the rate equation for this reaction, AA plus BB gives CC plus DD. The rate of the reaction from the rate law is equal to K concentration of A raised to X concentration of B raised to Y. As in this equation, that X and Y, the exponent values, they are from experiment proof, or we can say the exponent X and Y are experimentally derived. Okay, it may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. As we discuss in the law of mass action, in the rate reaction equation, here the exponents, they are equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. But if you observe this rate law expression, the rate of reaction is equal to K concentration of A raised to X B raised to Y. That X and Y exponent, this sometime equal or they sometime different than the stoichiometric coefficient, and the values X and Y, they are from the experiment proof. Okay, so this exponent X and Y in this rate equation, they are called as a order of this particular reaction. Okay, that X and Y values, it may be whole number, it may be zero, it may be fraction, it may be positive or it may be negative. If X and Y values are positive, then the rate of reaction increases with increase in concentration of the reactant. Okay, that means if in this equation the X value is plus 1 or Y value is plus 2, or X may be plus 2, Y may be plus 2, then if plus value is there, then it what indicate the rate of the reaction is increases when we increase the concentration of this reactant. If X and Y values are negative, then rate decreases with increase in concentration of reactant. That means in this equation, if X value is minus 1 or Y value is minus 1, or it may be minus 2, here it may be minus 2, then it what indicate if we increase the concentration of A and B, it decrease the rate of reaction. Okay, and if X and Y values are 0, then rate not depend on rate not depend on concentration of reactant. That means we can say that reaction is zero order reaction. So we can say for the zero order reaction, if we increase or decrease the concentration of reactant, there is no change on the rate of reaction. Okay, so this exponent addition X plus Y, it collectively called as overall order of reaction. The exponent X called as order with respect to reactant A. This exponent X, we call it as order with respect to reactant A. The exponent Y, we call it as order with respect to B. Okay, for example, let's take some example of the order. For this particular chemical reaction, decomposition of hydrogen peroxide 2H2O2 gives 2H2O plus O2. For this particular chemical reaction, rate is equal to K concentration of H2O raised to 1. As exponent is 1, that means above reaction is first order reaction. That means if this value is 1, then it is first order reaction. If that value is 2, then it is second order reaction. If that value is 3, then that reaction is third order reaction. Let's take some more example of order of reaction. As the example is given, decomposition of acetaldehyde CH3CHO decomposed to CH4 plus CO. And for this particular chemical reaction, the rate equation, rate is equal to K concentration of CH3CHO raised to 3 by 2. As here exponent is 3 by 2, that means the order of reaction is 3 by 2. Let's take another example as reaction between NO2 and CO. NO2 plus CO gives NO plus CO2. As for this particular chemical reaction, rate is equal to K concentration of NO2 raised to 2. As exponent value is 2, that means the order of reaction is 2. If you observe this, as your reactant, one more reactant is there, carbon monoxide, and in your rate equation we can say this value is also there, concentration of CO, but that concentration of CO raised to power 0, as we know that anything raised to 0 is 1. So as concentration of CO raised to 0, that means order with respect to carbon monoxide is 0, and obviously overall order of this reaction is 2 plus 0, that is 2. So we can say this reaction is second order reaction. Now let's take another example as which is somewhat different. CHCl3 plus Cl2 gives CCl4 plus HCl is first order with respect to CHCl3, as this is the reactant, and order with respect to this reactant CHCl3 is first order, and half order with respect to CO2, as another reactant is there in this chemical reaction Cl2, and the order with respect to this Cl2 is what? 1/2. Then write the rate law and what is overall order of reaction. Okay, as we write the rate of the reaction is equal to K concentration of this reactant CHCl3, as this order with respect to CHCl3 is first, that's why we write here raised to 1. The another reactant is Cl2, so we write here concentration of Cl2, and order with respect to Cl2 is 1/2, so raised to 1/2. So overall order is what? Overall order we can say 1 plus 1/2, which is equal to 3 by 2. So we can say the overall order of this particular chemical reaction is 3 by 2. So I think you get the concept rate law and order of reaction. Okay, now let take one more example, one more problem, one more numerical on this rate law and order of reaction concept. As this reaction is given, A plus B gives P. A plus B gives P if concentration of A is double. As in this reaction, if we increase the concentration of A double with concentration of B being constant, we kept the concentration of this B constant, then the rate of reaction is double. Okay, so this is the first. Then another condition is given, if concentration of A is triple and concentration of B is double, then rate increase by factor 6. As here in second case, there is change in concentration of both the reactant A as well as B. A is triple and that of B is double. Then what is its effect on the rate? Rate is increased by factor 6. As we discussed in first case, when we increase the concentration of A double and kept B constant, the rate double. And here in second case, rate increased by the 6 factor. Then what is order of reaction, and also write the rate law. Okay, so I write here chemical reaction A plus B gives product. Consider the rate law equation. Consider the rate law equation for the above reaction. As I write here, rate is equal to as K concentration of A raised to X concentration of B raised to Y, as we assume this order X and Y exponent. Okay, now let's make this equation 1, and we say that a rate, initial rate, we can say it is R1. Now observe this condition. If A is double, that means if concentration of A become 2A, then and with concentration of B being constant, the rate of reaction is double, then rate become I use the notation R2, rate become double of previous one, that means 2 into R1. Okay, now write the rate law for that, this condition, as R2 is equal to, as we discussed, it is 2 R1 is equal to, as K as it is, then concentration of A, now it become 2A, so I write here 2A raised to X, concentration of B as it is kept constant, so as I write it as it is, make this equation number 2. Okay, now write another condition as it is given in this numerical. If concentration of A is triple, that means if concentration of A become 3A and concentration of B is double, that means concentration of B become 2B, then we use the notation R3 for after the change, that R3, the rate increased by factor 6, that means R3 is equal to what, 6 into R1. Okay, so for that condition we write the rate law, so R3 is equal to, as we discussed, R3 is equal to 6 R1, so R1 is equal to K as it is, as rate constant value, as it is constant. Now concentration of A, as it become 3A, so 3A raised to X as it is. Now concentration of B become 2B raised to Y as it is, so we say this equation number 3. Okay, now when we divide equation 2 by 1, as I write here, equation 2 divided by 1, if I solve that equation, we get 2R1 upon R1 is equal to this K, as here 2 raised to X, as here A raised to X, as I split this term 2A bracket raised to X, that means 2 raised to X, A raised to X into B raised to Y, divided by, is equation 1 is this, as K concentration of A raised to X, concentration of B raised to Y. Okay, if we solve this, as A raised to X get cancel, K get cancel, R1 get cancel, so we can say as a 2 is equal to 2 raised to X, and from this we can say X is equal to 1. Okay, so we get this value of X is equal to 1 here. Now if we make this equation 3 divided by equation 1, then as equation 3 is this 6R1 divided by, as equation 6R1 is equal to K, as I split this 3A raised to X as 3 raised to X, and here A raised to X, here 2 raised to Y, and here concentration of B raised to Y, divided by, as equation 3 divided by 1, equation 1, so R1 is equal to K, so concentration of A raised to X, concentration of B raised to Y. Okay, so this A raised to X get cancelled, B raised to Y get cancelled, as R1 get cancelled, 6 is equal to, as this K get cancelled, 6 is equal to 3 raised to X into 2 raised to Y, 3 raised to X into 2 raised to Y, as we know that X is equal to 1, if we put value of X 1 here, so it become, therefore as 3 raised to 1 3, so it become divide, so 6 by 3, so 2 is equal to 2 raised to Y, so therefore Y is equal to 1, as we find out here the value of X and Y in this equation. X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 1, and if we put this equation values of X and 1 in equation 1, we obtain this rate law, as I write here somewhere, rate is equal to K concentration of A raised to X, that means 1, concentration of B raised to 1. So this is your rate law equation. Rate is equal to K concentration of A raised to 1, concentration of B raised to 1, and order is equal to sum of that exponent. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay, hope you understand the concept, relation between the rate of reaction and the concentration of reactant term. Thank you.